Don's view. Bad Bunny has taken over globally. You know, he is I think the #1 global artist of the past year or so. And, you know, because it made me wonder, with him winning the Grammys Album of the Year and then performing for the Super Bowl, I'm saying to myself, like, wait, why is Bad Bunny like winning the mainstream Grammy for Album of the Year? Not just like the Latin Grammy, because I believe he won Latin Grammys, of course, because his music, I like his music, I'm not gonna lie. His music is pretty dope, so he won some Latin Grammys, but for him to win also the mainstream Album of the Year Grammy is a big deal. And then to be performing at the Super Bowl, and it's because he's the global takeover. He's a global like sensation, and that's why he's on the main stage. And like I said, so I think a lot of people, there's a lot of controversy over his performance, and he sang in complete Spanish and we didn't understand what he was saying. And then, you know, Turning Point USA, they doing their whole anti-concert, basically against the Super Bowl's choice of Bad Bunny. Like I said, I'm sure you could have felt the energy. Everybody felt the energy. The performance was it was very much a tribute to Puerto Rico, his homeland, and tribute to the whole Latin American cultures and communities, which I think is a beautiful thing, and the Caribbean communities, because he mentioned Jamaica, he mentioned other countries in the Caribbean, which is cool. And I think it was all the spirit. You could feel that spirit of love and unity. I only kind of wish some of it was in English, because it was all in Spanish and I don't know Spanish. I think that's what the issue with a lot of people have with it, and you know, especially white America. I'm sure they were not very happy. Not all, but some of them weren't too happy that it was predominantly in Spanish, because they don't speak Spanish. They don't understand what's going on.
Te enojaste por tu perfume, ¿verdad?
But I definitely say you could feel the performance, you could feel the energy, and I think that's what it is with his music. Is, you know, me being somebody that doesn't really speak well in Spanish, even though like I grew up in the Bronx around a number of Hispanics since I was very young. And I've learned enough over the years, learning certain words, certain phrases and stuff, enough to know like, okay, what this probably means, what that means, and stuff like that. But I think that's also another thing. There are some Hispanics who feel that he's speaking a chopped up kind of Spanish, the way he's saying some of his things in his songs. And I'm like, maybe it's because also, you know, remember Bad Bunny, he's young, he's gonna say things with a swag. He's not gonna be so, you know, prolific with his pronunciation.
Please like this video if you enjoyed this content and subscribe if you haven't already.